The first day of summer officially begins June 21st, but for those of us in Florida, that date really means nothing because summer began for us several weeks ago. Joining us this morning to help make sure our air conditioning is ready for those long weeks and months ahead is Tampa Bay Home Pro Darren Dixon from Unique Services. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Thank you for inviting me in.
Yeah, so we were talking about the longest day of the year, longest day of the summer about here, and you said, no, I got another long one for you.
The longest day of the summer is the day that you're sitting there with no air conditioning, and that's the longest day of the summer. It feels like a week.
Even nighttime here in Florida, if something goes out, I mean. Well,
sure. Now's the time of the year where your AC is not only running all day long, but it's running all night long too. And that's what, escalates the power bill. It really escalates breakdowns too, because it's running twice as hard.
And we've talked about when you do have a breakdown or where you do know something, wait a minute, our AC isn't going smoothly as it should be. You were saying that there sometimes can be this pressure to make a decision fast.
Well, sure. I mean, let's face it. If you're sitting inside your house and it's 90 degrees and you're sweating and your dog is sweating and your kids are crying, then you want to act fast. I mean, it's a natural inclination. Let's get this done fast because it's an urgent matter, and that can really prompt mistakes because you're looking for what's fast and what's available, and you're not necessarily taking the time to make sure that it's done the right way. And so it's essential at this time of the year that you're really being careful, and you are first and foremost having somebody into your home that is got a proven track record of trust. You got to be able to trust who's there.
Let's be honest. There's a lot of AC companies out there. There's a lot to choose from. I think it's very overwhelming to look for the right person.
Sure. How do you take a look at 300 options and feel like you're getting the right thing? So, that's why
we say length of how long they've been around.
For sure. How long has a company like this been in business? How many air conditioning systems do they install? Like the average air conditioning company in our area installs anywhere between 150 and 200 air conditioning systems a year, which probably sounds like a lot. A company like Unique installed 3,000 air conditioning systems.
No way. Wow.
Yeah. So it's experience, right? And with that experience, we gain the understanding of how to make sure that we can help a consumer really protect themselves. And that is by making sure that you understand what the true cost of ownership of an air conditioner is.
Not just the front end cost, because I think people get swept up with that.
Well, for sure. No, who wants to go out and spend money on an air conditioner? That's not real exciting, right? Like, trip to the Bahamas or go on a cruise or buy an AC. I mean, that's not a hard one to choose. But so it's natural to try to go, oh, well, this one's cheaper, let's go this route. But what people don't realize is that in most cases, buying that way ends up costing you the most over time because it's not done correctly. Now it's got a lot of breakdowns, and now you're paying for those breakdowns. And so what we educate you on is the true cost of ownership, of making sure that you really know how the least expensive way to buy this product is, and that's what we focus on.
And what I've learned from you too is looking at the warranties, and I think some people assume that most of them are going to be the general amount of same kind of warranty. What you guys are doing is truly unique.
It's definitely different. Good pun.
Yeah, right?
It's definitely different, and here's what it's about, right? So the standard air conditioning warranty is 10 years on parts and 1 year on labor. Right? 1
year on labor.
Right, and everybody knows that that's what costs the most is the labor, right? So fine, it breaks and you have the part covered for 10 years, but now you got to pay the labor to get it done, and that's a business model that a lot of air conditioning companies want, is they try to make it look up front, low up front, so that they can get the labor cost over time. But we believe that you should be able to understand what your maximum exposure is from day one. Right? So when we install an air conditioning system for somebody, that's the most you're going to pay because it's covered 12 years parts and labor.
I know.
And that's 20% longer than anything anyway. So you get 20% more life out of a system, which means that the least expensive way to replace your air conditioning system is what's going to break down the least and last the most.
And from what I understand too, before we run out of time, I mean, you're automatically, when you get one of these newer units that your team is selling, your electricity bills are going down.
For sure.
I mean, these.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's staggering. I'm telling you, it pays for itself. It really does. You have to look at it. But don't forget that summer rebates are still in place right now. So you get $1,750 right off the bat, right off the top. So that's a great way to save money. I like saving money.
Right.
You like to save money. I think everybody does. But in addition to that, we make it easy and affordable by making sure that we have tailor-made financing programs.
Love it.
60-month zero-interest financing with no payments for 5 months, or we have other programs that are really low payments, so that people can make it work for them. So it's easy and affordable. If you have a problem, give us a call. We'll come over and help you out.
And you say, even though it's a busy time, don't shy that away from getting things looked at. Maybe maintenance needs to be done.
Yeah, it's the most important time to do it. And if it breaks down and you're not ready for a replacement, like it's a younger system, I have an amazing service
Oh,
department.
good to know. I'm glad you mentioned
Amazing
that too.
service department.
Okay.
We have a bunch of trucks on the road. Whether it's 2 a.m. or 2
Yeah.
p.m., you got a problem, help's on the way.
All right, Darren, thank you so much.
Thank
Keeping us
you.
cool this summer. We're going to
Yes.
need it. There's the info. There's the website number to call as well. And we look forward to seeing you soon, Darren.
Thanks. I look forward to
Don't
seeing
stay
you.
too busy, okay?
Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it.